We've been reporting here for years about the threat of foreign governments buying critical American infrastructure and national security assets. This broadcast, the first, in fact, to report on the Dubai Ports World deal that eventually was blocked. Tonight, there is a new threat to national sovereignty and security, a foreign hedge fund trying to take control of CSX. CSX is a major railroad that does sensitive work for nuclear facilities and the Department of Defense. It is, without question, a national security asset. Katie Pilgrim has our report.
CSX Railroad stretches 21,000 miles in 23 states. It connects 13 military bases and 70 ports, shipping military equipment, more than any other railroad in the country. But now what appears to be a shadowy investment group called the Children's Investment Fund, or TCI, has teamed up with another investment group, and together they currently have 8% of the shares of CSX and a $5 billion investment. They're trying to gain 5 of the 12 CSX board seats. 6 members of the Senate Banking Committee want to know who these investors are and if any foreign governments are involved in this transaction.
We've asked the company about some of these things, which governments are investing in you. They refuse to answer. They say it's innocuous, but they refuse to actually answer the questions.
A spokesman for TCI says they don't disclose the names of their investors, but 1% of the fund are sovereign wealth funds. They're not saying which foreign governments are investors. The spokesman for the Children's Investment Fund also says it was founded to fund a charity focused on improving the lives of children living in poverty in developing countries. But the investment fund also is known for its aggressive management restructuring and severe cost-cutting. The senators claim TCI wants to cut costs to the bone and are asking the Treasury Department for a CFIUS review, which can limit foreign ownership and investment in strategic assets in the United States.
We need the CFIUS review, that is the Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States, to review this to make sure that a critical asset of the United States doesn't get undermined in terms of our national interests and national security.
CSX is fighting TCI in court. It says TCI acquired shares in a non-transparent way and does not properly disclose their ownership. TCI denies the allegations. The Securities and Exchange Commission late today said they don't agree with the CSX lawsuit that says TCI violated securities law by buying shares. But the senators aren't arguing about securities law. They say it is a national security issue, and they say any limits on U.S. railroads, growth, or capital expenditures will hurt U.S. infrastructure.
Well, all I can say is good for Senator Bai, good for Senator Menendez, and the others who are bringing this, taking this on seriously. The idea that the SEC would even begin to discuss this, that this administration, which has been absolutely irresponsible in every single instance in which national security assets were at risk of being purchased by foreign investors who would then have control of those assets. I mean, I can't even imagine one taking this administration seriously. This has to go immediately to CFIUS, and the idea that TCI would not respond to the U.S. Senate, the heck with them. Dismiss them. Who the heck do they think they are?
Well, these senators want it investigated. Treasury said that they received the letter. They are reviewing it right now.
Well, and let's do it quickly. And the idea that the arrogance of this. And by the way, I want to remind everybody that Henry Paulson, the Treasury Secretary, is in the Middle East right now trying to get foreign investors to bring their capital here so that they can bail out the very institutions who are in trouble because of the policies of this administration. It is an absurdity, and the sooner these incompetents leave Washington, D.C. and government, the safer the nation will be. Kitty, thank you very much. Kitty Pilgrim.